many African countries are still affected by drought and famine. During the 18th and 19th centuries, India has been impacted by some major droughts. The Bengal famine of 1770 wiped out almost one-third of the population in the 1770s. Technological developments in the post-independence era has led to an improved control over famines. But even today, a large part of Indian terrain continues to be affected by dry spells. States such as Rajasthan, Gujarat, Maharashtra, Tamil Nadu, Andhra Pradesh, Telangana, Odisha, Uttar Pradesh and Chhattisgarh are categorized under drought-prone areas.
Drought is a natural disaster.
Same time, because of the high temperature, the evaporation and transpiration requirement of crops that increases. So overall, the soil that is not able to meet the water requirement of the crops. So agriculture, ultimately the crop gets wilt and dies by starving for moisture.
While agricultural drought can hit any area, but the states
नंतर ज्वारी पेरली तर आयानं पूर्ण खाऊन टाकली. सोयाबीन पेरली, पाऊस नाही आला तर काहीच नाही झालं. 3 लाख रुपये खर्च आला पण 1 लाख रुपये बी उत्पन्न झालं नाही. पूर्ण घरून भरा लागली.
There are many parts of the country where water sources have dried up due to continuous shortage of rainfall. groundwater level is rapidly falling. Potable drinking water has become a crisis in these areas, let alone agriculture. Many regions of Rajasthan, Tamil Nadu, Uttar Pradesh and Bundelkhand have been reeling under the grips of this hydrological drought for decades. Of special mention is the Bundelkhand region. The average rainfall is low here, and the geological features inhibits water absorption by the earth, leading to acute water crisis.
बरसों से एक कहावत कही जाती है कि भौरा का पानी गजब कर जाए, मोर गगरी न फूटे, खसम मर जाए.
There is an old saying in Bundelkhand region that the value of water is more than husband's life. The central and state governments have implemented many schemes, but none of these have been followed properly. Many ponds from Chandel era have disappeared. Today, only 600 ponds are left, which are constantly under encroachment.
भी लगातार अतिक्रमण हो रहा है.
There are many villages where government hand pumps and other water resources have dried up. Entire village depends on a single and fast-drying water source. Villagers wait for hours and travels many miles for a pot of drinking water.
हेड पंप खाली सब पूरे पड़े रहे, मिटे रहे, उनमें पानी नहीं है. अब वही तक क्या करें? अब दो दिन तीन दिन नहाते नहीं हैं, पानी पीवे ही नहीं मिलते हैं.
बहुत ज़्यादा समस्या होती है. जगह सब लोग बैठे हैं, हल्के मोड़ी मोड़ा बच्चा सब भरा पड़वे भी जा ही नहीं पा रहा है.
यहीं यूपी बॉर्डर से लाते सर, 3-4 किलोमीटर में.
Most of the wells have dried up, and to reach the little water left at the bottom to quench thirst is a perilous effort. While humans strive for water, the situation turns even more grave for plants and animals. Drought is a tragedy that affects more people than any other natural disaster, because it affects the larger areas and directly impacts the economy. This phenomenon, which concerns with the production, demand and supply of goods, is known as socio-economic drought. In essence, socio-economic drought is a combined impact of meteorological, agricultural and hydrological drought.
इस साल सर सूखा है, सूखा में सर कुछ नहीं हुआ. न पिसी गेहूँ हो, न चना है, न सरसों हो, कुछ नहीं होगा. परेशानी है. मजदूरी को सहारा है, मजदूरी मिल गई तो कर ली सर, नहीं मिल गई तो अपनी परेशानी भोग रहे. सब खेती में अब कोई ऐसे कम निकलता है सर, माने मजदूरी से माने बाहर जाते हैं लोग.
Drought directly affects crops and thereby hits farmers first. Indian Council for Agriculture Research, in collaboration with other scientific institutions, is working towards finding solution to this problem. Conservation of water and drought-resistant crop variety is the focus of this research.
Actually, as a plant scientist, what we have to do is to develop drought-resistance varieties. Now, in agriculture, our main concern is productivity. That is, for example, a wheat plant should produce some grains so that the farmer can sell and have his livelihood. So, main concern is productivity. So, drought resistance is also measured in terms of productivity.
Scientists working at ICAR have developed many varieties which consume much less water and time. The new methods and techniques, such as micro-irrigation, reduce the impact of paucity of water to a large extent. However, scientists are now facing a new challenge, the climate change, which has increased the dangers of droughts manifold.
India Science Channel was launched in the year 2019 by the Department of Science and Technology, Government of India. The internet-based dedicated science web channel is being implemented and managed by Vigyan Prasar, committed towards science communication. The channel features science documentaries, discussions on current topics, interviews and different programs covering the entire landscape of science and technology to make science popular among the masses.
India Science is a flagship project of Vigyan Prasar, and over a year and a half we have produced more than 1,200 videos of different sizes, lengths and from different genre and for different domains for the people of the country. We've taken, we have spoken, we've gotten, we've dived deep into the realms of different domains of science and technology. And we have gotten news, stories, films, videos in almost every format that you can think of. OTT, for that matter, is a great platform that helps anybody to look for any news, any item, any video, any documentary at any point in time. All you need to do is to subscribe a channel for it.
One can also download India Science mobile app from Google Play Store or Apple Store to view this channel.
Central Research Institute of Dry Land Agriculture, situated in Hyderabad, was established in 1985. CRIDA, CRIDA, a primary institute of ICAR, is relentlessly working to reduce the impact of drought condition. CRIDA, based on long research experience, has initiated projects such as All India Coordinated Research Project for Dry Land Agriculture, AICRPDA, All India Coordinated Research Project on Agrometeorology, AICRPAM, which have successfully developed rain-fed agriculture.
The centers are developing very simple doable technologies in the areas of silent water conservation, in situ moisture conservation, rainwater management like farm ponds, percolation tanks, then intercropping, risk-resilient intercropping systems, and double cropping systems in high rainfall zones in the country.
Scientists working here use cutting-edge technologies for soil testing. Samples of soil are collected to study impact of increase in temperature. Parameters such as water deficiency and change in moisture, etc. are monitored. We reached the research farm of CRIDA. The most advanced state-of-the-art facilities are established to carry out research on rain-fed agriculture and impact of climate change. Scientists here are busy studying impact of high temperature and increasing carbon dioxide in atmosphere on the crops. One of the methods of research is Free Air Temperature Elevation Technique, FATE.
Because in the climate change, the carbon dioxide and temperature are the main components which are going to influence the crop productivity. For predicting the future scenarios, we have established this facility. At present, you are seeing this is the green gram crop we have sown, and the major impacts, what we could see that the temperature impact will be on the flowering and the pod setting. That is dictating the yield. But whereas this CO2, carbon dioxide is a source for the photosynthesis, so it can be actually reduce the impacts of the high temperature.
Scientists are working on this delicate balance. Successes in these projects can lead to solve future problems. In carbon dioxide, temperature gradient chamber, CTGC mixing of CO2 and its impact on the growth of crop affecting insects is being studied. It is most important that in drought affected areas the crops are sown and harvested in a shorter period of time. The longer is the period of the cycle, intense is the impact of drought. CRIDA has developed specific agricultural implements that reduce the period of sowing and harvesting. These will go on a long way to help in reducing the impact of drought in various parts of the country. Drought management needs continuous monitoring of climate. Therefore, in 2007, the National Agricultural Drought Evaluation and Monitoring System was created with the help of remote sensing techniques under the crop project. In 2012, ISRO, NRSC, realizing the potential of this technique, entrusted it to the Agriculture Department and established the Mahalanobis National Crop Forecast Centre in New Delhi. The National Crop Forecast Centre assesses the data obtained from national and international satellites. It also collects ground data in a collaboration with the central and state agencies and scientifically forecasts crop. The National Agricultural Drought Assessment and Monitoring System (NADAMS) is a special program that is being run especially for drought estimation. Under this program, reports are prepared for states, districts and talukas, based on which assessment, forecasting and declarations are made regarding drought and agriculture.
We use large types of satellite data. We use satellite data from NOAA, the MODIS and Indian Resource Search Satellite AU sensor. We also use IMD rainfall data. We take soil moisture, we use soil moisture models, and then we use ground data related to how much irrigation percentage related to sown area. All these are done through a multi-level logical modeling approach, and finally we we assess the drought situation.
In order to deal with drought situations, government and non-government organizations have developed forecast apps which warn and inform the farmers on telephone. This helps them to select the right crops at the right time and reduce the impact of drought. Except scientific research and technology development for drought management, Ministry of Agriculture, Ministry of Finance, Home Ministry and NDMA, along with the Indian Council for Agricultural Research (ICAR) and National Institute of Water (NIH), brought out a manual for drought management in 2016. The manual, which has been made mandatory in all the states, propose scientific measures to understand, counter and mitigate the effects of drought-like conditions.
India Science Channel was launched in the year 2019 by the Department of Science and Technology, Government of India. The internet-based dedicated science web channel is being implemented and managed by Vigyan Prasar, committed towards science communication. The channel features science documentaries, discussions on current topics, interviews and different programs covering the entire landscape of science and technology to make science popular among the masses.
India Science is a flagship project of Vigyan Prasar. And over a year and a half, we have produced more than 1,200 videos of different sizes, lengths, and are from different genre and for different domains for the people of the country. We've taken, we have spoken, we've gotten, we've dived deep into the realms of different domains of science and technology, and we have gotten news, stories, films, videos, in almost every format that you can think of. OTT, for that matter, is a great platform that helps anybody to look for any news, any item, any video, any documentary at any point in time. All you need to do is to subscribe a channel for it.
One can also download India Science mobile app from Google Play Store or Apple Store to view this channel.
Keeping in view the seriousness of drought, the central government has initiated many schemes. Pradhan Mantri Fasal Bima Yojana (PMFBY) is one such scheme which ensure economic help in case a farmer loses his crop. Similarly, to encourage micro-irrigation in unirrigated areas, the government has started Pradhan Mantri Krishi Sinchai Yojana (PMKSY). Central and state governments keep separate funds under National Disaster Relief Fund and State Disaster Relief Fund heads. In case an area is declared drought affected, the farmers are given economic help and relief as per the set guidelines. In the Ministry of Agriculture, a Central Drought Relief Commissioner has been appointed for this purpose.
These funds are used for giving some kind of a compensation. We don't call it a compensation, we call it as some kind of assistance. So that a farmer is affected now, and for the farmer to come back to agriculture in the next season, so some kind of assistance is required in the form of purchase of some inputs, like they have to purchase some seeds and fertilizers, etc.
The traditional system of water harvesting has existed in India for centuries. In the rapidly changing world, lack of water conservation measures, reckless developmental activities, and uncontrolled use of concrete in paving and infrastructure are observed to be the major factors that prevent the recharging of groundwater. Excessive and irregular tapping of groundwater is also a major cause of drought.
The farm water should be used for farm and village water for village. The day people understand this concept, they will start giving attention to water conservation and water recharge. If we use available water judiciously, there will be plenty of water left for a longer period of time.
Be it agricultural drought or hydrological drought, both of them trace their roots to one cause: fall in water level. To counter the impacts of drought, the Indian government has emphasized on water conservation measures, and a successful example in this context is Rajasthan, where the watershed project is proving to be advantageous to both agriculture and drinking water.
This entire region is filled with water during rainy season, and so to that, for the next 3 to 4 years, there is plenty of water available for the livestock. Another major benefit is that it recharges groundwater and wells, and enough water is available for farming and to
Development of science and technology and its use have improved the conditions. In 1964-65, where famine had severely broken the country, the economic downturn strained the system. Millions of people lost their lives. However, in the year 2015-16, drought once again grappled around the country. But it was no more a monster calamity, and there was no famine-like situation. Drought is a disaster whose effect can be reduced. The need of the hour is to create scientific temper in the society, a society which can preserve resources and secure tomorrow.